Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shawn, GILL CPA with Neutron Tax, and today we're going to talk about how you can gift people significant amounts of money or property tax-free using the annual gift tax exclusion. And before we go any further, I encourage you to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. It really helps the channel grow, and I appreciate it. So yes, if you weren't aware, technically when you give money or property to somebody, it's supposed to be a taxable event. But the IRS gives us an annual gift tax exclusion amount that prevents us from having to pay tax on most everyday gifts because the IRS does not want to keep up with that kind of stuff. And for technical purposes, a gift is defined as a transfer of money or property without receiving anything in return. So anyways, back to this exclusion. So the exclusion is benchmarked for inflation. For 2022, it is $16,000, and in 2023, it is $17,000. So what this means is that you can give somebody a gift up to that annual exclusion amount without having to report it for tax purposes or file a gift tax return, which is the Form 709. And this applies on a per person basis. So for example, I could give all 5 of my best friends $16,000 each and not have to report it for tax purposes. Now, where this is really useful is if you have a spouse, because you can do what's called gift tax splitting. So if you have a spouse, you can give somebody $16,000 and then they can give somebody $16,000, and that only counts as one gift. Where this is useful is if you have kids, for example. So let's say I had a spouse and I had 2 kids. I could give each kid $32,000 tax-free. So a total of $64,000 that are tax-free without having to tell the IRS or get the government involved at all. This can be a major tool to help your kids or friends or whoever it may be set up their first savings account, set up some investments, get going, save for college, whatever it may be. You can gift them this money tax-free as long as it's under that annual exclusion amount. Hey, if you need help planning your tax-free gifts or filing a gift tax return, which is a Form 709, feel free to get in contact with me. The link is in the description below to book a call. Thank you. Another example is if your kids are married, you can give them $32,000 and their spouse $32,000. So you could give each couple, let's say both your kids are married, you could give each couple $64,000. With the gift tax exclusion, it's like Oprah, right? It's like you get a gift, you get a gift. You can give anybody a gift as long as it's under that exclusion, no questions asked. This can be a very powerful way to pass down wealth. But what happens if you give somebody an amount of money or property that goes over that exclusion? So what happens is technically you have to report that on a gift tax return on the Form 709 as going above that amount. And then what will happen for most people, unless you've passed on an estate recently, for the vast majority of people, what will happen is that that actual tax liability will get wiped away with what's called a unified tax credit. And this is set to a lifetime amount. So in 2022, that is 12.06 million, and in 2023, it's 12.92 million. After that, bad news, it's tax time. But what the IRS does is it gives you a lifetime exclusion amount to pass down your wealth, your estate. So for most people, right, let's say they die with $1 million retirement, like that's all their assets, they can pass that down without any tax. Now, if your estate or your, whatever you want to call it, your estate, your trust, whatever it is over that lifetime exclusion amount, you pay tax on that surplus, that amount that goes over the exclusion. So if you go over the annual exclusion for a gift, it eats into that lifetime exclusion that gets wiped away with the credit. Anything over that, taxable. This typically does not affect most people, so not much to worry about, but I definitely encourage you to use the gift tax exclusion annually. If you have the money to give to your children, it's a great way to, like I said, pass down wealth. Or if they're buying a home, for example, you can gift them money to put towards a down payment or towards their college tuition. That's a kind of a common case scenario that I see with my clients. That was all I had for you in today's video. Thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next one. So that was the end of this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps me grow the channel. If you need help with your taxes, you can book a call with me directly at the link below in the description, and you can also sign up for our email list. We only send out an email about once a month, and that's everything I need to tell you. So I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Have a good day. Appreciate the views.